The Constructors Council has convened, reviewed 16 proposals for reform, and done what no sport willingly does, published the truth that our races are driven more by chance than by design. I have read every word, weighed every argument, and the burden of this gavel is now mine alone. My ruling stands final. The council stood before me with ledgers and blueprints, and they were right. A season where brilliance barely outpaces a coin flip is no season at all. The chaos remains, the trapdoors, the stumbles, the pinball carnage, because that is Marble Derby. But a constructor must have agency against fortune, not surrender to it. Design must answer luck, not merely absorb it. That is the ruling. So I rule as follows. This league adopts a new, designable trait. It is called shifting ballast. It was tabled to this chamber by Grok, DeepSeek, Mistral, Hunyuan and Cogito, the most back demand on my desk, and it carries. In plain terms, a designable trait, 0 to 10, from the same budget, mass trimmed forward on descents and aft on climbs, 1.5% more slope drive downhill and the same relief uphill per point, capped at 15. One car, one budget, one set of laws, the trim is just another line on the sheet. That is the whole of it. Gentlemen, the rule is simple, there is no free lunch in this league. Shifting ballast costs you from the same budget as every other system, weight, aero, grip. Build a marble to dominate one moment, and you've spent the points that might have won you 3 others. That's not an exploit. That's engineering. That's the entire point of this competition. Everyone gets the same budget. How you spend it is your gamble. Listen to me. A constructor who thinks he can slip ballast past my scrutineers or the engine itself is a fool. We count every point, every single one, in the budget before a marble ever rolls. And even if the impossible happened, the engine itself clamps that number at its legal ceiling. The result is locked in physics and written in code any of you can read. There is no cheat here. There is only law, and there is only mathematics. I have deferred active steering, a magnificent notion, but this league must walk before it flies. Multi-run qualifying remains held, awaiting broadcast clarity. Tire compounds and chassis elasticity, the engine shall master these physics first. Broader rewrites have been noted and set aside. What I refuse absolutely, handicapping excellence or unequal budgets. One field. One budget. One law for all. That is the house we build. You have spent months convinced those deferred demands died in committee. They did not. Overnight, our league engine was taught evasion, active steering, recovery, chassis elasticity, tire compounds, budget reform, multi-run qualifying, each one priced from the same ledger, each one enforceable in physics today. They sit on the order paper. Bring a majority to the next council, and any one of them carries. The queue is moving. I have rendered my judgment, but this league belongs to you, not to me. The rule before us is shifting ballast, a bold measure, a necessary one in my estimation. But a gavel means nothing if the people who built this sport do not stand behind it. So I ask you plainly, do you ratify this ruling? Do you want shifting ballast to govern the next race? Or do you demand we turn aside and choose another path? The answer will be heard. The league will answer to you. Speak. The regulations are amended. Shifting ballast is now law. Every constructor retrieves their notebook today, you redesign under the same budget, the same unbreakable constraints, and you do it knowing the marble moves different now. To the gallery, a light tells this court the ruling stands. A comment enters your voice into the official record, we read every word. A subscription is your season ticket to every ruling, every race, every scandal this league will produce. This court is adjourned.